saying this is really good. Lady that smells like fish. This was on primetime last night.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the intro here. Camille has an unpleasant odor.
Camille! She smells like a fish.
Let's check out Camille.
You've heard the phrase, something smells fishy. But for the brave and beautiful woman you're about to meet, that smell.
Brave and beautiful. Brave and beautiful.
Why adjectives? How is she brave and beautiful?
Because she smells like a fish.
What's brave about that? I'm not afraid to stink around everyone.
She's a hero.
She'd shoot herself.
That's really not a choice.
Yeah. The bravery of this woman to stink and still go to work.
Brave.
And usually when they use the word beautiful,
yeah,
she's anything but. She's beautiful on the inside.
Because that's a Maury Povich thing.
Yeah.
You've heard the expression, something smells like crap. But for this brave and beautiful woman.
When they use beautiful that way, nah. We didn't see the video, but I would bet money she's a mess.
Not beautiful.
Not beautiful.
She's a fishy coward.
On the inside.
She's beautiful in the Maury Povich way, right?
You're beautiful. No, the clothespin on my nose, don't mind.
The woman you're about to meet, that smell is the story of her life. And no doctor can help her. Here's Deborah Robbins.
The touching music.
She's got looks. Camille's a former model.
She's eating a worm.
She's got brains.
Oh, she was a former model.
Former model.
Cool.
For Field and Stream.
Oh, I'm eating my worm.
Scratch and sniff edition.
Well, there's this weekend's promo that they'll play 100 times on Free FM here in New York City.
Well,
that's funny.
Looks. Camille's a former model. She's got brains, an honors degree, a master's in teaching. But she's got something else, too. Something less desirable.
Ominous.
Students wouldn't want to come near me. They would say things like, ooh, this classroom stinks like dead fish. They would call me Miss Fishy.
Put Camille, who asked us not to use her last name because speaking out is so difficult.
Flounder. Miss
often
Flounder.
has a smell.
Don't use my last name.
Hold on.
My name's Camille, and I smell like fish. But don't use my last name.
And I teach and I used to model.
Yeah.
That narrows it down. It's between me and one girl.
Its name, because speaking out is so difficult, often has a smell, a pungent, unpleasant odor.
Wow.
Like spoiled fish.
Oh,
Not
boy.
even regular fish, spoiled fish.
Spoiled fish.
And the eyes all cloudy.
At least the gills are all dried up. At least she smell like a fresh, nice cut of tuna.
Yeah, some salmon.
Right.
Swimming upstream.
Something nice and fresh.
Do you think she has some days where she doesn't smell like it and then she starts to get a whiff and she just wants to bite her arm? You just want to bite your own skin.
Be so mad
Why
at yourself.
You should just work at like the fish market.
Be a fishmonger.
Like anyway.
Yeah.
You can just blame it on that.
Work at a sushi restaurant.
All the time. Sleep there. Sleep on the ice with the fish. Luca Brasi had sex with her.
Yeah, she smells like Luca's vest.
In a bizarre twist, her area smells like Daisy, so. What a curse she has. All right, well, here's Camille describing the odor.
I didn't know why I was emitting such a strong odor, and it's not just body odor. I mean, it can fill an entire room.
Wow.
And recently it filled an auditorium.
An auditorium?
It's a very heavy, intense, dark, deep smell.
Dark.
All right.
Wow, man.
Bravo, Sierra.
What?
The reporter is interviewing her, and she has to describe the smell.
She probably didn't want to say anything.
Wouldn't she just be smelling at that point?
Are they in the same room?
Of course they are.
Did they put her in a dunking tank?
She's hot.
Picture.
Picture?
Oh.
I'd still take a shot at that.
Well.
She looks like Melanie Griffin.
She kind of looks like...
Yeah.
Melanie Griffith.
She kind of looks like...
Glenn Close.
A little bit, right?
She has a little Glenn Close look, but she also looks like a trout. She kind of looks like a fish.
I know. Imagine if Steve met her, he'd just bite into her. I'm in love with that girl.
Pick her up with his claw. Bite her head off.
Maybe mermaids do exist.
It's Ariel.
Oh.
So the reporter's not smelling her? Maybe we'll find out why. Here's the next clip. It's hard to hold down a job.
I bet.
Her job as a teacher became excruciating.
I was so focused on, do I smell? Do I smell? Are they saying things? Are they whispering? Are they laughing about me? Same thing that I used to go through for my whole life.
Why does she smell? A smell that showers can't erase, that perfume can't cover. Wow. It's a medical mystery that Camille has struggled to understand for nearly 30 years.
What kind of music
It took her self-esteem. Now it was taking her profession.
What is that smell?
I would open windows, I would leave the door open, I put fans in my classrooms, I mean, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
And inside you're feeling what?
Panic. Absolute panic.
Which is adding to
And
the
pain.
smell.
Right?
Oh, I would cry all the way home from school, all the time.
Yeah.
Stinking up your car that you'll never be able to
Oh,
sell.
imagine that. You need a ride? No, I don't need a ride.
But it's raining.
No, I'll walk.
Pedophile kicked her out a block later. I can't do this. You've changed my life. Go home, kid.
Hey, wait a minute. If she's being anonymous, why do we have a picture of her?
There's a picture of her.
Huh?
She just doesn't want to say her last name.
Somebody said I smell.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's get back to Fish Lady.
Where's she from, by the
Please.
way? Where's she from?
Fish Lady?
Under the sea.
Wow,
I love how in
don't even know.
TV promos they always have to have you dancing or jumping in the air just so
it's
you know
awful.
that they still own you. Dance for that show, buddy.
Degrade yourself for us.
Yeah, do something wacky because we said so.
Where were we with Fish Lady?
She was
we're
thinking
laughing
up
at her.
a classroom.
Did we talk about it's hard to hold a job? We got through
I
that
think we
clip?
were in the middle of It's Hard to Hold a Job.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll start it from the beginning. It's
Please.
hard to hold a job. This is a lady that smells like fish, rotting fish, from primetime last night.
I love her.
Her job as a teacher became excruciating.
I was so focused on, do I smell? Do I smell? Are they saying things?
Yes,
Are they
yes,
whispering?
yes.
Are they laughing about me? Same thing that I used to go through for my whole life.
Why does she smell? A smell that showers can't erase, that perfume can't cover. It's a medical mystery that Camille has struggled to understand for nearly 30 years. It took her self-esteem. Now it was taking her profession.
I would open windows, I would leave the door open, I put fans in my classrooms, I mean, the whole 9 yards.
And inside you're feeling what?
Panic.
Fishy.
Absolute panic.
And pain, right?
Oh, I would cry all the way home from school.
Did it
all
make
the
you
time.
weep?
It'd be funny if they go to her house and she's sleeping under a giant piece of cheese, and they go, "That might be the problem."
Cheese comforter.
Yeah.
Inbred pest. Is Fish Lady's blouse made out of yesterday's newspaper? All right, moving on. She had a tough childhood. There was an incident in middle school
I bet.
that she talks about here.
Her childhood was no easier. Camille's ordeal began in first grade.
One of my teachers asked me if I was showering every day.
Say.
And from that point on, she kind of sat me in the corner of the classroom. And kids would call me a freak. They would tell me I smelled like horse manure, dead fish.
Dead fish. We're
Dead
instinctively
fish.
programmed to stay away from that smell because it helps keep us from eating spoiled or dangerous food. That unpleasant odor is what Camille smells
She's
like.
still a virgin.
Even worse, she
Gotta
couldn't
be.
detect the smell on herself.
Oh, boy.
So she never knew when it was out of control.
Oh no.
It made for many humiliations.
I had an incident in middle school where a bunch of kids cornered me in the cafeteria and threw tuna fish sandwiches at me.
Oh, kids. Oh, you gotta love the kids.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Don't joke.
Well, kids can be cruel.
Have some tuna, whore. That's great. Good for them.
Oh, is that a good one?
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Well, she got a job.
And everyone thought she was holding Foundry CDs in her pockets.
Well, she got a job,
Yeah.
but she had to be separated at work.
How'd they do that?
Then there was work, one of her first jobs as a teller in a credit union.
And my supervisor would come by and spray my area with perfume, Lysol, and they put me in the drive-through section,
vault.
which is separate from the rest of the
Drive-through
teller
section.
area.
People in the cars are smelling her through the drive-thru.
No, they put her in the vault.
Hey, you count the money again.
Keep criminals out.
This is a stick-up. Oh, ugh.
They come by and empty her wastebasket every 2 minutes.
She must have dropped something in there.
Can't figure this out.
They throw her panties in the dumpster to keep the rats out.
Is there any closure on this story?
We're getting there.
Self-inflicted gunshot
closure.
wound.
There's got to be some ray of light in this.
Blow those fishy brains all over the wall.
Well, Camille's trying to figure this whole thing out, so she types in fishy body odor into online search.
Oh, that's funny.
Which I do believe would be Google now, wouldn't it?
Took her to whack bag for some reason.
Or maybe it was,
everything does.
Maybe it was dog pile because that's what she smells like.
In a deep depression.
Showed a picture of a shotgun.
Fishy odor. And it's a picture of a retarded face, and then plus it has a bar of soap, and then it's equals, and it's a daisy.
Vanilla Gorilla from South Carolina. I think I saw her on Deadliest Catch. Well,
a guy went to third base with her. They said, "What were you doing?" He said, "I was noodling." Thanks, Hulk.
Dunking Booth Douche from Pittsburgh. She got a job at a blind strip club.
Hey, that's funny. So they could enjoy it.
Okay. All right, here we go.
In a deep depression, Camille was on the internet when a lucky click brought her the answer.
And all I did was type in fishy body odor. Then this one thing came up, trimethylmenuria. They're saying that this chemical, trimethylamine, comes out of your body and smells like dead fish.
Trimethylmenuria, TMAU for short. Was there a name to her disorder? Other people who would understand? Another computer
Imagine those meetings.
brought up the TMAU Foundation and the woman behind it. Sandy also suffered from the disorder, though she didn't know it for years. In fact, she remembers even calling the maintenance man to her New York City apartment to check her bathroom.
It's you, lady.
It just smelled horribly. I thought maybe there was some kind of a problem with the sewer.
It wasn't the sewer, it was Sandy.
It wasn't the sewer, it was Sandy.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory.
There's something blocking my toilet up. Yes, miss. It's your hand.
Let's say hi to Josh on Long Island. Josh?
Goddamn rich cod.
Goddamn rich cod.
Goddamn,
Okay.
Goddamn rich cod.
The
Not
delivery
bad.
was not the greatest, but the joke very good there. Let's go to Jeremy in Jersey. Jeremy.
Good morning, boys.
Hi.
Do you think she goes to happy hour and gets chummy with her pals?
Goddamn fish.
All right, let's continue.
But she didn't put two and two together until later when a coworker explained why everyone was complaining about the bad smell in the office.
She said, "But Sandy, I have to tell you that it's coming from you." And I literally broke down because it all clicked and I realized
That's
she was
why I
telling
have no
the
friends.
truth.
Her search for that elusive TMAU diagnosis took years and her life savings.
I literally spent like $27,000 of my own money. Oh, I had like 8 different unnecessary and unwarranted surgeries.
It was a dentist who saved her.
Stinkectomy.
Sandy's breath made him suspect TMAU.
Wait, rewind that a little bit.
Breath?
Did he say Sandy's breath?
Yeah. Like she just stinks from everywhere.
Even her breath stinks like it?
I was too distracted because Pat from Menaki.
Yeah.
You want to explain it to the new listeners or just let it fly? Here's his line.
He's a gem.
Someone walked into the credit union and said, "This is a stick-up," and put a stick-up on her.
That's a Pat joke, all right.
That's a Pat joke.
Oh, my God.
Where was the smell part?
I'll talk to her for 5. I'll date her and have sex with her for 10.
Well, she was a model. Mike has something on that from San Antonio. Mike?
Hey, yeah, she's the Gordon's Fisherman model.
She must have liked in school when it was fish stick day. Kind of covers up the whole thing. No, what?
Yes. Very relieved that day. You wanted me to back up to the end of this about her breath or something?
How awful.
Years and her life savings.
I literally spent like $27,000 of my own money. Oh, I had like 8 different unnecessary and unwarranted surgeries.
It was a dentist who saved her. Sandy's breath made him suspect TMAU.
Ew.
Oh, my
Just
God.
opened up her
Dead fish
maw
breath.
and just dead fish came out.
You either have TMAU or you're a lesbian.
Looks down her mouth with that dental instrument, finds a license plate from Florida. She swam up from the warm water.
Jeremy from Ohio.
She threw up and the Kinder Boy spilled out into her toilet.
Shark got a black eye, lifeless eye.
Like a doll's eyes.
It rolls in the back of that head.
It's not the time or place to go out with a woman that smells like a fish.
Gary from Edison. Go ahead, be a mackerel like your father. Can't even do the line.
Stink it up.
Go ahead. Wow, the instant feedback. It's wow. Too many to read. All right, where are we? Oh, okay. The reason these ladies smell.
In these people, a faulty enzyme causes the buildup of a chemical called TMA. And TMA smells like dead fish.
Wow.
Because it's a volatile chemical, it will come out through the lungs, it'll get into your sweat, your spit, and other body secretions. So that's how it imparts its odor to the individual.
Gets everywhere.
Every crevice.
And finally,
wow. How do you fix it?
This is how it ends. It's a feel-good ending. The two ladies get to meet each other.
Altoids.
They hug and then throw up on each other's backs.
Isn't that funny? She works in a school.
Of all the...
There's the line. There's the line.
Before I actually leave...
Huh?
When I'm doing the tuna.
Before I actually leave the house, I spray all of my clothes with Febreze, all up and down. And I also spray my feet and my socks.
I put lemon
Her
slices
whole
on
life,
herself.
Camille has never met anyone like
Pepper.
herself. That is about to change.
Camille?
You stink.
We brought them together for the first time.
On a dock
Camille
somewhere.
credits Sandy with saving her from despair.
I honestly don't think I would be here right now if it weren't for you.
Sitting on a lobster trap.
Just to show you.
A trawler.
Only a bunch of mine.
Oh my.
These are the useless medications for conditions she didn't have.
I don't even remember what this one was for.
But it says have a pleasant day on the label, so, you know.
This one, you're letting it go because you're not angry.
Sandy's hoping that her foundation will eventually find a cure for the isolating disorder.
Stinky Sandy.
Be our whole existence.
Defy you to breathe in her presence. The piano again.
And now that she can give it a name,
Mondo
Camille
friendless.
has finally told her boyfriend.
A boyfriend?
We're trying to work things out.
I bet.
And I feel very positive about that. There's hope.
How hard up is he for a pretty face?
Oh,
know.
kidding.
Good.
Wow.
Lord.
Maybe he likes blowfish. You never know.
He owns a house. He owns a houseboat. And you've never noticed.
Yeah, they just live by, like, the dump.
Yeah.
Well, his father always said, if it smells like my wife, tasty dish.